All right, shout out to Meek Mill, man. He he living what he preaching. All right, he doing what he said he was gonna do. This prison reform thing just wasn't a blip. It seemed to be a trend. He helped free Juelz Santana. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Let's come with the positivity today on Sunday, man. Supposed to be the holy day, but actually, in most other religions and Bibles, the holy day is actually, or the Sabbath day is actually Saturday. But hey, believe what you want to believe. But hey, we here. So shout out to Meek. Meek helped put Juelz Santana in a position to get free. It wasn't like Meek came in there, opened the gates up, said, "Free my nigga Juelz. Let us free. Let us free." Nah, he basically told his wife about a lawyer. Put the lawyer that way. The lawyer actually knows the ins and outs and the loopholes of the system, and basically helps bring Juelz Santana free. He had about 6 or 7 more months to do. They freed him a little faster than that. He would have been freed faster, but they said he had a situation on the inside. So, anytime you see black people uplifting each other, it may not be the trending thing to do. It may not be a 1,000,000 view video, 1,000 view video, whatever it may be. It may not get the most shares, but you know what? I'm gonna talk about positivity and not about WAP. I'm not talking about that. This needs to be known that Meek is actually doing what he's doing. Now, Meek has done some other stuff in the past where, the whole obsession with Nicki Minaj and kicking Milano to the side while she was pregnant, that I didn't agree with, but that's just personal. No personal preference and personal moves that he's making. It's so hard that us as men, and black men in particular, we got to be perfect. We can't make no mistakes. We can't be late for no dance recitals. We can't have no issues. You know what I'm saying? We just, we are expected, especially from our community, to be perfect, and that's far from the truth, and nobody can be perfect. But they always want to talk about the bad about Meek or the bad about this guy or that guy, but nobody always want to talk about the positive. And the positive is he helped somebody get out free. Another thing he was doing, he still be talking to Bobby Smurder, trying to get him through the prison, through the prison system, and he could be coming home anytime now. So that's cool when you got a brother out here that's actually trying to right his wrongs. And we all done wrong shit out here in the streets. We done what we had to do at some point. All right, even the squares of the squares, had to make rash and shrewd decisions in the streets. And people don't understand the position that we are put in, or people like Meek that grew up in Philadelphia, or Juelz who grew up in Harlem, or I who grew up in Detroit. Like, sometimes it's a dog eat dog world. It's either me or you. And a lot of times, my mama ain't about to cry. Meek mama ain't about to cry. Juelz mama ain't about to cry. So, you got to make a decision. But most people from the outside wouldn't understand that world. They wouldn't. They don't understand why somebody putting a whole bunch of Lunchable meat and steaks in their pocket and trying to run out the grocery store. You put any of the other nationalities in our, or ethnic different groups, put them in our background, put it in our situation. You know what? They tend to try to, commit suicide or kill themselves. They couldn't survive what we want to survive in. But I would not change being black for no reason. I love the struggle. I love being behind the 8 ball. I love being the underdog. If shit was easy, then, life would be lovely, but I don't mind the struggle. All right? But for him helping Juelz get through this time, I know Juelz, probably hit him up. Like, I appreciate that. Just simply, referring him a lawyer that really can help him, get out, that's kind of the game. That's the deal. If you come in there with a public defender already cool with the district attorney because he see him every day, or she see him every day. All right? So they already going to swap you out. If you ain't got the right attorney, that's half the game. You probably going to jail. If you get the right attorney that understand the loopholes, that understand the law, and that can really hash out a deal, you go home free. That's the difference a lot of times between a white boy going home and a black guy going home. It's money. It ain't just color. When a prosecutor look at you and they look at your situation and you got a regular public defender, they know they about to ham you. Straight up and down. They know they about to ham you. Your public defender is working with the DA anyway. And 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10. That's why people get hammed. So you can't be out here selling crack and selling drugs and doing dirt and crime if you ain't got the money to get your ass out of the situation. That's the truth. A lot of times people say, oh, this black guy got this many years and this white guy got this many years. The difference ain't all the time white and black. It ain't black and white. The difference between cash and no cash, money and no money, resources and that's the difference. If you got some money behind you, depending on the crime, you can get up out of there. And so bad about it, a lot of innocent people who don't have cash, they don't have the resources to get out of this situation. So just who you know is just as important as what you know. A lot of times, you're better off going in prison, reading the law, and trying to defend yourself. You got a better chance defending yourself if you ain't got no money than a public defender. So when people say, oh, they gave this white boy this many years and that black guy, a lot of times it boils down to resources and money. That's the situation. That's a lot of times it boils down to. But shout out to Meek. And, you know, when he first did championships, he was talking about prison reform. I was like, man, I hope this ain't just something that he just fashionable for right now and then he gonna forget about. He been sticking on it. But when somebody been through the excuse me, when somebody been through the spin cycle, the watch cycle, you've been through the prison system, you see how they try to ham you and throw shit on you. That want to make you go out and help people and tell them of the pitfalls and warn them, you know, what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And if a lot of the youth open their minds up and they actually listen, we actually could save a generation and saying this generation has failed. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram, or Instagram, then Facebook. Instagram and Facebook is neck and neck. I get those notifications from Facebook now. They fixed it. So also got a Facebook group, so you can check me out there if you ever got a question, business inquiry, sponsorship, video request, whatever it may be. YouTube question, you always hit me up. Twitter's the fastest way. By the way, again, want to make a donation, just share the video. If you haven't, subscribe, bell icon button, comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. But if you already subscribed, just share the video. It's the best way to help out. But Cash App, PayPal, subscription. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time we done.